Mecha Army, what is good? Welcome to the Child of Mecha live stream. I am your host, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha. It is Monday, and feeling pretty good today, you guys. I don't know why. It's Monday. Traditionally, you shouldn't, because it's Monday. But I'm actually feeling pretty decent. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Dropped a few things here this weekend. Actually, I rewind that. I dropped one thing this weekend for members. A super secret project having to do with the Shiki. It's more of a kind of an exploratory thing right now, but it could be interesting for this particular piece. So put up the first video on YouTube for members and everything. So if you are a member, definitely check that out. Juno saw it and commented earlier today, thought it was pretty cool and everything, so I'm excited about that. I'm excited about this whole little thing in particular, so we will see how this goes. If not, there's always plan A. So, yeah. Anyway, you guys, another thing that I wanted to let you know, there is going to be a new drop in the Child of Mecha store on Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. Lots of cool stuff, lots of good things, some new insignia, bringing back the Mecha Decals insignia as well. So those will be up, and I know Bill is in the audience. Bill, I messaged you, buddy, the Blue Bone insignia. That was not fucking easy, dude. That was a pain in the ass. But yes, the Blue Bone insignia, they are the only North American Dom squad in the 1 year war. The Blue Bone squad or division or whatever. But that will be dropping on Wednesday. Oh, Bill, no worries. He says, sorry, Tim. No worries, no worries. I was actually I was worried for a second. I was just like, man, he hasn't even seen the thing. He hasn't even seen the message. I was getting worried, but now you're here, so my worries are assuaged. Yeah, so we've got the Blue Bone squad, division, whatever. We've got the Shrike team. That's coming out, and also what is it? The Naga 3, the Sea Serpents. That was freaking cool. That's all coming out. Let me make sure, 'cause I think I missed one in there somewhere. Oh, the Killer Bee. Yeah, the Killer Bee division as well is going to be in there. In the drop. And then also, we're bringing back the Chisel Discipline shirt, because a few of you had asked for that. But then, obviously, the big part of it is the Mecha Decal insignia. So, yeah, that's going to be all in Wednesday's drop. So, Andrew, stop it. Oh, that's grim. Stop it. Stop it. It's funny, but still. Jesus, bud. Ay, ay, ay. Holy shit, man. Yes, the Shrike team does all die, but then again, I think pretty much everybody dies in Victory Gundam. But yeah, so those four new insignia will be out, and along with the Chisel Discipline, and then also the full Mecha Decal insignia line as well. So all of that's going to be dropping on Wednesday. So we'll, I'll post and stuff about that and show pictures and stuff. It's going to be really, really cool. I will say that the Blue Bone insignia bill came out pretty damn good. Take a look at your DMs, because I did send you a picture of the t-shirt mock-up and everything. So yeah, so I think it came out pretty dang good. I did have to take a few artistic liberties with it, because the images that I could find online were just terrible. So I had to literally just basically take a picture of it out of my insignia book and everything like that, and blow it up. But then you have the print, all the printing, deformations and everything. So it wasn't exactly clear as well, but I think I got it pretty damn close. Again, I took a few artistic liberties. Applied a couple gradients, especially on the 13, to make it look a little bit more gruesome, horrific, if you will. And then the blade of the scythe, I took a couple interpretations on there as well, but it's pretty damn close. And then the wood grain on the handle was a tough one too. But I think I got it pretty damn close. So yeah, so that's all dropping Wednesday, you guys. That's all dropping Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. But also too, question of the day: who is your favorite side character in any Gundam series or movie, and why? I'll go first. This is probably an obvious one, but the pilot of the Jagan, the Stark Jagan from Unicorn, that just absolutely took it to the Kshatriya. That guy is, oh my God, I want to know more. Even though we didn't know who the hell he was, that guy. Or, I don't know. This may not count as a side character, but E.O. Fleming. I don't know if he was main character energy or not, but he's a badass. And then of course Bright Noah. He's a badass as well. So, yeah. So, yeah, that, depending on the circumstances, one of those three. Yeah, one of those three. Anyway, let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Let's get caught up, yeah? Let's see. Burke's with us. He says, been a long and expensive day. Well, do pray tell. Blaze is with us. Hello, Tim and Mecha Army. What's going on, Blaze? Miss Dairy Defender, she's with us over here on YouTube. Howdy. Burke says, but stream build time, mostly bullshit. All right. And yes, my buddy name is... Oh, I missed it. What did I miss? Oh, yeah, I missed Burke's first message, I think. I think it might have gotten filtered out. Let's see. Yes, it did. What the hell, YouTube? Might have... No, I don't know. Anyway, but let me read it to you. Anyways, Burke says, question of the day answer, LaShawn Neelan from ROV. Why? Because the guy he's based off of is one of my really good friends, and it's a personal bias. Okay. And he says, and yes, my buddy's name is Sean Neeland, a.k.a. Zaku Sean. LOL, it's his fault for my love of Mono Eyes. Okay. Derry answered the question of the day. She says, my favorite side character is Jamil Neat. Excuse me. Dude got PTSD that kept him from piloting a mobile suit, overcame the PTSD, and still piloted the X Divider like nothing ever happened. See, I've never seen X. I've never seen Gundam X, so I'm not 100% sure. But she says, dude was a fucking badass. Word, all right, let's go. Blaze says, question of the day, Mula Flaga. Ooh, that's a good one. I forgot about Mula Flaga. Yeah, he was cool. He was really cool. I liked Mu. Yeah, he had that main character energy, but still being a side character. Yeah. But he says Mula Flaga from Seed is my favorite, and bonus answer, my most hated is Flay. Well, you're not alone there. Also from Seed, could not stand her and literally clapped when she was taken out. Oh, jeez. Derry says, not sure if he counts as a side character, though. I would probably say he was a side character. I mean, obviously he wasn't one of the, main Gundam pilots, right? So I would say he's probably, supporting cast, Burke says, he's not a main, so I'd say yes, but yes on the above. Derry says, sorry, I meant Jamil, not Moo. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, again, I've never seen X, so I'm not sure. But Derry says Jamil had a major part in Afterwar. Gotcha. And then there's Bill. Howdy, y'all. Howdy, Bill. Let's see. And everybody's saying hi to Bill. Good stuff there. Burke says the good news is nobody whole electrical panel basically fried today, and their houses are safe, I hope, except mine. Shit. Dude, what? PSA. Why? Listen and check your electrical panels and breakers. Yeah. God, how old is your house, dude? Holy shit. Bill says, hey guys, and good to hear no one is in jeopardy. For real, right? Andrew's with us. Because he got dark. He brought out Dark Andrew there for a minute. But he says evening all. Burke says not now, but almost lost the house. Holy shit, buddy. Yeah, and Andrew says, have a wire melt? What? Okay, here we go. Burke says, no, the whole panel is 40 years old. It's been sparking and melting for... Burke. Buddy. Sparking and melting on your main electrical panel. I think, and I'm not an electrician, I think that may have been something to take a look at. Especially the sparking and melting. Yeah, I think both of those are important. Lesson learned the hard way, eh? Whoo, buddy. He says, half my breakers are arcing, heat flashed. My main from the city is sparking and burnt. Burke. You're killing me, bud. You're killing me. And almost yourself. Dude, come on. Andrew says, answers the question of the day. He says, probably going to seem like a joke response as he got turned into hamburger, but Bernie. All right, because he was a role model and friend that Al needed. Aw. That's actually very sentimental and very true, might I add. Yeah. That's kind of sweet, Andrew. I won't lie. That's kind of sweet. But yeah, I mean, you're right. He was kind of that role model for little Al, right? And then yeah, just a pile of hamburger. Whew. which I may add, I have a t-shirt of in the store. It's in the pilot section under Xeon. And it is literally just a hamburger with the quote, just a pile of hamburger, and then the Xeon symbol. And then Bernard Wiseman at the bottom, just like all the other pilot shirts. So if you want your funny joke shirt from Bernie, go get you one in the Child of Mecha store. It's always good. Andrew says, ouch, that blows, Burke. Yeah, in more ways than one. Burke says, yeah, I'm getting a whole new panel installed tomorrow, but it was a long, expensive day, but didn't lose the house. Well, that is good. That is good. New panels are not cheap. Not cheap. So I feel for you there, dude. But man, I would have called a Sparky the first sign I saw a spark or melting or anything on that main line. Like, it's not a huge deal if it's upline, like on a circuit or something like that. If it's in like like an outlet, it's not like burn down the house bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still bad, but the breakers will cut the power if that is, necessary. But holy shit, dude. Boy, oh boy. Best of luck, buddy. Best of luck, man. Derry says, I want to work on my entry for the local competition, but my stomach is not happy. Aw. Take some Pepto. It's Pepto-Bismol. I hate that shit. That's why I get like the pills and I just down them like that. Ugh. The taste of Pepto-Bismol. Oh, and the texture too. It's all like thick. Ugh, no thank you. But the pills, they work really well. Bill answered the question of the day. He says, tough one since you can't include a Gundam pilot or antagonist of any kind. I will go with Norris. Ooh. That's strong, actually. From 8th MS Team, that goof fight scene was great. Yeah, one of the best. One of the best, easily. That fight scene between the goof custom, and the Easy 8, man, that's right up there. That's right up there with the Stark Jagan and Kshatriya. That's right there. Strong answer. Strong answer. Let's see. Calvin's with us. He says, hello, gentlemen and ladies. I only have eyes for you. Yes, you and you over there, too. Oh, it's never a dull moment when Kelvin is around. I will be honest with you. Blaze says, aw, Kelvin, you really only have eyes for me? Nice. Let's see. Mr. Hi, Craig. Hi, Craig. Hi, Craig's friend. Little Project Hail Mary reference for you. I can't resist. Colin, how the hell are you, buddy? Let's see. Burke says to Jerry, oh, I'm sorry. Feel better? Or I hope you do. There you go. Bill says, I was taking care of my nephew all weekend and barely touched my phone. Oh, I gotcha. Family comes first. Life be lifin', right? I actually jumped on Bailey's live stream. What was it? Yesterday? Or the day before? I forget which. Just hung out with him for a little bit. He's doing good work over there, man. So go follow him on Twitch. Because that's where he's streaming right now. Kamau Zeta. Kamau Zeta. KAMAU _ Zeta. But yeah. Just such a good dude, man. I love Bailey to death. But yeah, he's doing really, really solid work. You got to go take a look at it if you get a chance and catch him live and everything. There's Andrew. There's Dark Andrew. Does the Shrike team happen to have a coffin on it? Ha 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 ha. That's so dark, dude. It's so dark. Burke says, bad, Andrew. Bad. Not in wing. They just fail at offing themselves. Jesus. Victory is underrated. See, I've never seen Victory, but from what I've heard, it's basically like basically like Game of Thrones. Everybody fucking dies. So, yeah. Swanky says, the stickers arrived today, Tim. They are awesome. Yeah. Good shit, Swanky. Good shit, buddy. Swanky. Wait, I still have to, oh my God. They arrived today. Well, you're in Cali, so that's probably why. The main Printful place factory is in Cali. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, full delivered. Yeah, see, I gotta do like your thank you video and everything. I forgot to do those this weekend. I was supposed to. I'll do them after the stream and get those sent out. So, Swanky, keep an eye on your email for the thank you video and everything. So yeah, those are fun. I just like doing those. Yeah, good stuff there. That's what I like to hear, dude. Swanky, send me pictures when you use them, because I would love to kind of, celebrate that and everything. Just kind of show what people are doing with the stickers and all. I'd love to see in that stuff. So, Bill says, is there a guy coughing on the back by any chance? No. I don't know what that means. Sorry, Bill. Andrew says, I did post to the Facebook group the work done so far in my custom GM Sniper 2 just before the stream. Hey, we gotta I'll check that out then. I will check that out, Andrew. Bill says, I will check it out. Meaning the image that I sent him. Bill says, excuse me. He says, I mean, let's be honest. No one will know what it is for, as the unit is not well known, even in the Gundam community. True, I didn't know what it was. So as long as I know what it is, it will be great. Well, luckily enough, in my insignia book, it has all the iconography and symbology from, the Gundam universe up to the point that it was printed, obviously. It actually had a blurb beside it, and I translated it and got a description done up and everything like that. So for those of you that will be viewing the Blue Bone insignia on Wednesday when it drops, you'll get a little bit of lore history. It's kind of cool. I learned something. Burke says, Ian Fleming. Ian Fleming was Maine, but he's a badass. Yeah, he is a badass. And that's kind of why I said. It's EO, I-O. But you were close. Gio's with us. He says, hello, everyone. Gio, how the hell are you, buddy? Kelvin says to Blaze, yes, even you. Blaze says, see, Tim, the things Burke is dealing with is why I don't do electrical. High-level electrical, like panels and shit? Yeah, no, I don't mess with it. But like, outlets, switches, things like that, rewiring even, like things like appliances or whatever, I have no problem with. Like the photo booth here, I rewired. I wired it to where the lights are hardwired down to individual switches, and I'm pointing over here. I'm actually pointing at it, but it doesn't look like it from there, so it's the Spider-Man meme. But Christ, right here, I'm pointing at the wall. Right here, there are switches, right? So, yeah. Burke says, I did not find out till today that it was as bad as it was. Okay. Then that actually is a relief, dude. Woohoo! Buddy, because if that had been going on and you knew about it for a while, holy shit, dude, yeah. Edwin, Mr. RSA, he says, good morning, hello, everyone. Question of the day, answer, Fortune the cat from Hathaway Circe of Nymph. Nice. I like it. You gotta give the cat its due, right? Derry says Jamil is the captain of the Freedom, which was the land battleship that the main cast crewed. Okay. He was able to predict where funnels were going to fire and dodged them after losing his new type powers. Holy shit. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Like, I haven't seen Gundam X. I haven't seen Victory. You know, I haven't seen Double Zeta. If it's not been dubbed, I probably haven't seen it. Just because I don't have time to fucking sit there and read. I'm always doing something. Anyway, Daniel B. -71. He says, Andrew Waltfeld from Seed. Oh, that's a good one too. He was a pimp. Holy shit. Yeah, that's a good answer right there. That's a real strong answer. R. Deebs, what's going on? He says, just to change perspective on the electrical panel conversation, have you realized he's been consuming power for free and burning money at the same time? At least one high grade per month there, I assume. Holy shit, right? Oh, man. Derry says, Andrew was such a great character. Indeed. Indeed. Burke says, LOL, that's probably true, right? Andrew says, I know that what Burke is going through. At our old house, we lost half the power to the house, went down to the basement with the landlord, and thought he was going to get electrocuted. Holy shit. Nope, about $10K expensive, but I do a 20-year parts and labor warranty in full, plus it's getting up to code and a few other bells. That's a lot of money, but I get it, yeah. When I had to have my heating and air conditioning replaced here several years ago, yeah, it was about $12K. Luckily, they had, you know, kind of financing plan and everything. So, yeah, I went with that, and it's basically like under $100 a month. So 10 years, parts and labor warranty, which is great, and it transfers ownership. So that's actually really nice. So yeah, it's not assigned to the owner; it's assigned to the home, which is awesome. Because then once I sell this place, or actually I think I might rent it out. But regardless, if I do sell this place, it'll transfer to the next owner, which is nice. Which is real nice. Derry says, Pepto doesn't help for me. Aw. She says, I have IBO and hydrocodone ran out. Ooh, that medicine is known to trigger IBS. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. Sorry about that. That sucks. Andrew says he grabbed one of the main lines and tugged on it. Bright fucking flash of light when it arced on the top of the panel. Oh, I guess he's talking about his landlord there. Jeez, that's crazy. Mr. Greek Knockos, Charles Dodge. How the hell are you, sir? He says evening over there on Twitch land. Let's see. Geo said, made some progress on the Royal Grade Tall Geese. Now I have a couple of hours of masking, which is always everyone's favorite part, right? 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 Burke says to Derry, I have IBS too, and omeprazole works out all right. Cool. I don't know. You guys are lost on me here. I don't know any of these things. Andrew says, I wonder why my doctors never told me to avoid Pepto with my IBS. Oh, shit. Burke says, my panel is outside, so harder to notice. Your panel's outside? What the ever-loving shit is that? Like exposed to the elements outside, or like out in a garage? Like, that's crazy. Like, my main panel is in my garage, right? But my garage is also like insulated and all of that, so it stays pretty nice in there. But I can't imagine having a panel like outside, like exposed to the elements. That would be nuts. Holy shit. Burke says to Geo, heck yeah, man, love the real gay tall geese. There you go. Blaze says, Burke, your whole electric setup sounds so sketchy for real, right? Darius says, my stomach seems to be doing a bit better now. Nice. I was on Mr. Bones' wild ride in the back. Oh, that may be a bit too much, but I get it. Julius is with us. What's up, Mr. J? He says, I'm watching the stream on my 75-inch TV. Wow, what a difference. Such great detail. Holy shit. That's wild, dude. Like, in big TV land, right? Holy crap. You can probably see every pore on my freaking nose. Let's see. Burke says, well, it is. It's not great. It's been a plan to rebuild it, but had other emergencies first. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. He says, I did not do any of the work, though the house was bought this way. Okay, okay. See, you guys, Burke's qualifying himself out of that. So he's like, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. We get it, dude. It's all good. We just want you to be safe, buddy. Come on now. Let's see. Blaze says to Daniel, that's another good one. So well done, and the Bakus are such a unique design. Yeah, that really help him stand out. Oh, absolutely. Darius says, I'll check that out. I have to be careful because of my prescriptions and other health issues. Oh, gotcha. She says, I definitely need the Living Dead sticker, seeing as I'm physically disabled. Aw. Let's see. Burke says, I'm always close. I cannot English half the time. It's all good. Bill says, yeah, Ian Fleming wrote James Bond. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Andrew says to Derry, that may very well be the case. I'm on about 20 prescriptions between transplant care and diabetes care. Damn, dude. Burke says Double Zeta is very hard to watch. Yeah. Derry says, yeah, After War got done dirty by not getting a dub. Yeah, we need a dub. Let's see. Swanky says, I posted a picture in the community, Tim. Oh, fucking word. Awesome. I will take a look at it after the stream, Swanky. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Burke says, mine too. Just a 20-year. There you go. Daniel says, plus you can never go wrong with a fake arm with a shotgun underneath. Well, there is something to be said about that, right? Holy crap. Let's see. Derry says, and I'm not going to even try to pronounce all those and a few others. I don't remember the name. Holy shit. She says, I honestly do love masking parts. Do you? Oh my God, I can't stand it. That's the worst part of model building for me, quite honestly. I hate it. But it's a necessary evil. Burke says, right on the side of the house, exposed to the elements. Holy crap, dude. And you're out there in Colorado. What kind of codes what kind of building codes do you guys have out there? Holy shit. Like here in Maryland, it's like ultra strict, right? Which, is not a bad thing, but still being exposed to the elements, that's wild. Andrew says Cali and some southern states have the panel outside next to the meter simply because of the drier climate. Yeah. No, I get that. Like, in like places like Arizona and like New Mexico, Utah, like where it's like super dry and, you don't get a lot of rain or anything like that. Like, I totally get that. 100%. But like, Burke's in Colorado. They get rain, they get snow, they get everything. Man, dude, that's wild to me. Burke says, oh, I know. It's going to be a PSA for a while. Check your panels, people. Check your panels. He says, yeah, I'm in Colorado. We are usually very dry, and it is next to the meter. Wow. Dude. See, I thought Colorado got like all 4 seasons though, like all of it, like rain, snow, everything. Shit. Andrew and Derry are comparing medications, which I am not going to try and pronounce. Bowie's with us. He says, man, Bandai do miss opportunities to make a premium Bandai using Banagher Link's Gundam Mark II. Buddy, right? They missed a lot. Like, I would kill for a master grade Tristan. Gundam Tristan. I would kill for one of those. Make it P Bandai. I don't give a shit. I would kill for one. Burke says, well, also 40-year-old house had a 40-year-old codes. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. They got grandfathered in, I guess, yeah? Balls. So, let's see here. We're almost there. Dairy. Oh, still talking medications with Andrew. Like, again, I'm not going to try to pronounce any of them. Blaze says, you go far enough south and water meters are literally 6 inches from being outside or are on the side of the house exposed. Better hope they never get a real freeze. Holy shit, dude. Really? Like, I had no clue. I had no clue. And mind you, I lived in Alabama for 2 years. And our panel was inside. Holy crap, dude. Yeah, I mean, it was in the garage at that point. Wow. I didn't know. Like, here in Maryland, they're all inside the home. They have to be. They have to be. That's crazy. Panels outside. I did not know that. You learn something new every day, I guess, right? Todd, Mr. Mad Havoc, he says, hello, people. Todd, how the hell are you, buddy? Todd and I chatted a little bit before the stream, so I kind of know how he is, but still, pleasantries and all. Burke says, in 4 hours, we will have all 4 seasons, but not really any humidity. See, I like that. I would love that. Blaze says, it's the retirement crew, not the building crew again. Oh, dude, right? Andrew, when did Banagher pilot a Mark II? I knew he had a custom silver bullet. Todd says, good news, arm is feeling a bit better, but still can't lift too much with the shakes are terrible. Well, better is better than nothing. Let's be happy for that, right? Yeah. Let's see. Derry says he piloted one in the manga. IR used a modified Dovin Wolf arm so that it could use the beam magnum. Ken C. What's up, Ken C? Are you able to see my previous message? Ooh, let's see. It didn't come through on the main chat or the universal chat. So let me check the YouTube chat. Bear with me here for a second. Just going back, I don't think I remember seeing anything. But then again, YouTube does have their little filters and stuff. Let me just try one other thing here. Sorry, Ken. Yeah, I don't see it, dude. I'm sorry. Going all the way to the top of the chat. Yeah, and it tops out there a little bit after the start and everything. So yeah, dude, I'm so sorry, man. Like I said, it probably got filtered out. But go ahead and try and repost it, or maybe type in something different. Avoid any, naughty words, something like that, because YouTube is a stickler for that. So yeah, buddy, I'm so sorry about that. It's a YouTube thing, man. It's a YouTube thing. Blaze says, when I was in Florida changing water meters, I would watch people break PVC lines by driving over them with golf carts. What? Fucking people, man. Ay, ay, ay. Bowie says, in the narrative manga or novel, Banagher has piloted a Mark II custom with a new arm to use the beam magnum. For a pacifist, Banagher do love the beam magnum. Irony. His name is Banagher, right? Let's see. Burke says, oh, I'm glad, man. To Todd there, he says that it is better, definitely. Although with the shakes, you have a natural ability to paint camo scene. Burke! stop that. So fucked up. So fucked up, man. Jesus Christ. Holy shit, buddy. Ay, ay, ay. Wow. Andrew, he says, Jerry, he says, I wish I could get off the prednisone. Okay, so they're still talking about medicines. That's cool. Let's see, Tob says, Tim, what did you think of the Savior Gundam in the new trailer for the Avengers? Dude, okay, so Savior Gundam looked good. Very, very good. But I'm going to tell you what, I'm excited. I'm excited for Avengers Doomsday. I am excited about that. When I saw, or when I heard, hey pal, in Steve Rogers' voice, oh, dude, done. And the really cool part about it, I mean, there was so many cool parts about the trailer, but I loved how they started out with RDJ's Doctor Doom accented voiceover. It's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I'm kind of excited about seeing and hearing that. I didn't know if it would work, but man, just hearing it, it sounds pretty freaking good. Cyclops, Mystique, all in their expected costumes. A great look. The Cyclops doing the optic eye blast. Oh, that was great. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I liked it a lot. So yeah. Hey, Derry, there with the Unk alert. With the 440 joules. Let's fucking go. Thank you, Derry. I appreciate that. Oh, she says wrong one. My bad. It's still funny as shit. I'm not gonna lie. I do love the Unk alert thing. But yeah, dude. The going back to the trailer. So much to pick over and look at. In all of it. Oh, I got chills, man. I got chills when I saw it. It was great. Let's see. Anthony's with us. What's going on, Anthony? How are you, buddy? Hey, Anthony, how's Dad? Let us know. I know there were some health challenges and stuff there. But Anthony says, hi, Tim. Hello, everyone. Todd says, LOL drunk. Anthony says, Tim, I put a new pic up in the community of the murder egg. Ooh, nice. We might have to go on a field trip and take a look at all these pictures and everything that people posted on the community here, because I know Blaze posted some pictures and some other folks posted some stuff. So yeah, we might have to take a field trip here in a minute. Jerry says, oh, they're still talking about, still talking about medications. Let's see. Burke says, I'll have to post pictures of my custom Shin Matsunaga Zaku 2 I'm working on. Full metal, styrene scribing, custom wash, color, all sorts of nonsense. There we go. Let's get it. I like it. Let's see. Burke says, I'm trying to be positive, right? Todd says, thank you, Tim. You're welcome, buddy. Bill says, in a town by me, the building codes had them build houses with natural gas lines in the attic, rubber hoses, no requirement for lightning rods. Found out after like 5 houses went up from lightning. Holy shit. So you gotta have sensible building codes, man. Oof. Blaze says silver linings, right, bro? Jesus Christ. Mikey says, what the heck did I do? I joined the stream and I'm getting smacked with... Sorry, Mikey. That was for Burke. That was for Burke. Burke went off the rails with a joke. Bowie says, and let's be real, that custom is way cooler than Silver Bullet's arm replacement backpack thing, even though that MS is still cool. Yeah, true. Derry says, still talking to Andrew. Okay. Todd says, my friend and I are going to see it. Can't wait. Oh, dude. I'm so ready for Doomsday. So ready. It's like we are so fucking back. Thor is a badass again. Cap is back. Fantastic Four, X-Men, Wakanda, Namor. Like, they're all getting in on the action. Love it. Let's go Battle World, man. Secret Wars. My body is ready. Love it. Let's see. Burke says, it was me. I was trying to be positive. Yeah. Oh, shit. Bill says, Kenzie, did you try to send a link? If so, that would be why it didn't come through. Only Tim and a mod can post the links. Yeah, that's true. That is true. And some words get filtered out too, depending on YouTube's specs and things. Yeah. Boo says, if Marvel don't use the song Doomsday by MF Doom, oh, buddy. If they could license that would be fucking brilliant. Hell, they better be using MF Doom songs for sound. Yeah, I agree. More MF Doom, please. Let's see. Oh shit, there we go. Let's fucking go, Ken. Let's fucking go, buddy. $2 super chat. Thank you, Ken. Oh, that's Kenpla. Oh shit. Okay. Word. All right. Sweet. Okay, you guys. Real quick, if you're not following Kenpla, I didn't know that was you, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, if you're not following Kenpla on Instagram, you got to. You finished the GPO2. But what caught my eye was like the shield that he did, right? Great clean work. The decal work caught my eye because what Ken did was he took different decals from like different places and he used some Mecha Decals, so, you know, special points there. But what Ken did was he did like these little compositions of decals and the combinations and things too. Just brilliant stuff. And I loved it because he just did little pops of decals here and there on the shield. They're not, you know, all over the place and even and everything, and it's not, you know, it doesn't look like a NASCAR, but it's so tasteful. Just little pops here, little pops there to indicate places of importance. Really well done. So yeah, dude, if you haven't followed Kenpla on Instagram, go follow him. Dude's talented. Dude's crazy talented. So, Kenny, thank you, buddy. I appreciate the $2 super chat. That's awesome. Good deal, man. Let's see. Todd, let's get back to it. Todd says, I also found out that Zack Snyder wants to make The Dark Knight Returns and Justice League 2 and 3. Whew, buddy. That's going to be a tall order for Zack Snyder because the whole DC universe is teetering. It is teetering. Unfortunately, after Supergirl, which, mind you, I haven't seen, but I thought it looked fun. I thought it looked good. I thought Millie Alcock was perfect for Supergirl. I thought Jason Momoa, born to play Lobo. So it's just like, why did this thing fail? Why did no one go see it? Why are movies failing? I don't understand. Todd, you just sent through a link. I will get to it in a moment. But yeah, that whole universe, man, is just teetering right now. And they're talking about just scrapping it and starting over. So, man, yeah, I don't know. I would not, mind you, I would love to see Zack Snyder come back and do his thing. I really like the Zack Snyder movies, especially Justice League. That was good. In the director's cut, even better. Long as shit, but really good. Kind of like that same instance, if you guys have ever seen that movie by Ridley Scott, Kingdom of Heaven. There was the theatrical release version, which was dog shit, and then there was the director's cut, which was a completely different movie, and it was absolutely amazing. Fucking masterpiece. And when I say dog shit, I mean comparatively to the director's cut. I loved the original theatrical cut, but when I saw the director's cut, dude, I was just like, there's no comparison here. That is dog shit compared to this wonderful piece of cinema. Absolute cinema. Andrew says, there's a new Savior Gundam? Oh no, Todd put his together, that's all. Let's see, Anthony says, Dad is doing okay. He started his week of chemo today. Okay, cool. Well, Anthony, buddy, give your dad my best, please. And let him know that the Mecha Army's thinking about him. It's a good update. That's a good update. Okay is good enough, right? Okay is good enough. Todd says Savior from Gundam Seed Destiny. There we go. Bill says Snyder isn't going to get the chance. Too expensive, and all the actors and actresses have moved on. Well, that's true as well. Yeah. Henry Cavill's off doing Henry Cavill things. Gal Gadot is off doing Gal Gadot things, and yeah, Ben Affleck ain't coming back. He said his time working as Batman was terrible, and then he went to do that medieval movie with Matt Damon. I forget what it was called. Really good, but yeah, he said that was like being reborn. His words. So yeah, I don't expect it ever happening, but we can all wish. Derry says, sorry about the long-winded talk on meds. No, don't. You guys have your conversation. Like I said, I'm not trying to pronounce any of it. I'm going to get tongue-tied and hurt myself. Blaze says, I haven't posted anything yet, but I did send you a picture of that shirt I found in Plato's Closet. Yeah, that was actually kind of funny. That was good. Todd says, never say it might happen. Right? Well, yeah. Bowie says, we all know MF Doom. Rest in peace. Yep. Is a big fan of comics, and Marvel do have referencing some of his verse on some newer Doctor Doom comics, and MF Doom already became an icon now, so they better be. Dude, right? MF Doom is great, dude. So good. Todd was watching a video about it today. There we go. Derry says, I may head out soon. My stomach issues wore me out, and the withdrawal symptoms will only get worse. Aw. Derry, take care of yourself, please, for us. Okay? And hope you feel better. All right? Todd says, Tim, can I post a YouTube link in chat, please? I see that. Like I said, it's only mods and me that have the ability. I can't, unfortunately, give out the ability to do that, unfortunately. Let's see. Andrew says, yeah, LaSalle County doesn't have a building code. Fucking what? He says, I just, with that electrician, had wired the upstairs to the International Electric Code. The fuck? Y'all don't have electric codes? Or building codes? Holy shit, dude! I thought those were mandatory throughout. My God. Yeah, Todd, we'll get to that here in a second. He says, or I can send it to you. That was a few minutes ago, but still, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Andrew says there's rumors that Armor Wars will be turned into a reboot with a new actor for Tony Stark. I still would like to see Armor Wars. That was such a great idea. And honestly, from what I understand, and I don't know this is fact, but just, these are the rumors that I've heard from several different, videos of people that cover this shit, is that once we get through Secret Wars and all of that, and once we get past the kind of the Doctor Doom big bad line, they're going to pare down all the timelines into the sacred timeline. And then basically recast probably everybody, which I'm not against. We need a new T'Challa, because Chadwick Boseman passed, and that was very fucking sad. That dude was such a great actor, man. Such potential lost there. But yeah, I mean, we definitely need, a new T'Challa. We need, obviously, a new Iron Man. We need a new Cap. Because you can't have Marvel without Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor. Those are your trinity in the Marvel universe. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta have that. You gotta have that. Yeah. Anthony says, hate the Fantastic Four, and I can't stand Cyclops, but the rest looks good. Really? See, I liked the Fantastic Four. I know a lot of people are kind of getting the Pedro Pascal fatigue and everything, and I get that. I do get that. Because he was everywhere all at once at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, always. I think they treated Fantastic Four pretty decently. I would have rather seen John Krasinski as Reed Richards. That would have been just peak. But alas, we didn't get that. So, c'est la vie. We get the next best thing, right? We get the next best thing. But I thought Cyclops looked great. I don't like Cyclops as a character, but the guy who plays him, I can't remember the guy's name, the actor, but he's such a great actor. I love him in his little parts here and there, right? And just the comic accurate suit. Yeah, it's one for the ages. Place is gonna be hard to replace RDJ though. Yeah, it will be. But I think we gotta replace them all. Kenny says, yes, use a lot of your decals. Nice. Thank you for your kind words. Love your decals. Man, thank you, buddy. Kenny, thank you. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. We try our best, Todd says, just send him a follow. Nice. You all should follow Kenpla. You should all. Burke says, aha, first community parse. Got tongue-tied there. He says, aha, first community post. Go me. Good job, dude. Todd says, a lot of fans want it to happen as well. Yeah. The Snyder Cut of Justice League was amazing. So much more depth of story. Yeah, exactly. Andrew says, I always thought the live-action movies were way too kill-happy with the superheroes killing off their recurring antagonists. Yeah. It's a very truncated, though, timeline. It's not infinite like the comics, you know what I mean? So they got to do more with less. So it is what it is. Bill says DC in general makes better animated movies, without a doubt. And all forms of TV, Marvel does better with movies in general. Animated movies, 100% agree with you there, Bill. I think the TV could be a toss-up between the two. Because DC has some great animated or great live-action TV shows or made-for-TV shows. But Marvel has some good ones too. I really, really loved WandaVision. I loved... shit. Oh, god damn it. Wonder Man, thank you. Loved Wonder Man. A few of the other ones were really, really good as well. I'm looking forward to Vision Quest. So, yeah, I think it's a toss-up for the TV shows. But you're absolutely right. Animated movies, DC hands down. Live-action movies, Marvel. Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I loved the DC movies from back in the day when the whole like New 52 thing was going on in the comics. The Justice League movies and all of those, those were so well done. And I'm talking like 2000, early 2010s ish. Maybe a little bit before that. Amber and I would watch them when she was super little, and she could rattle off all the Justice League characters like that. It was fucking great. Yeah. Let's see. Andrew says live action DC movies. Yeah. Let's see. Burke says, yeah, Mecha Army got your dad's back. Hell yeah. We have the new type powers to help him along. There you go. Snyderverse already a mess, so yeah. It was, yeah. I mean, well, Snyderverse has been done for a while, but yeah. Anthony says 100% agree, Bill. Arrow and Flash were great shows. Yeah, they were. They were really, really good. I liked Arrow. I liked Flash. I liked Titans that they did for that short-lived DC streaming experiment. And also Swamp Thing. It only got one season and then it was shit-canned, which was terrible. But so good. So good. I forget where you can watch that nowadays. I think you can watch that on HBO Max, if I'm not mistaken. I think they took over all of that DC streaming platform from back in the day. Let's see. Kelvin says to Ken, just saw your Challenger tank. Nice job, young man. See, look at that. Getting respect from the old head. Well, Kelvin's not an old head, but still, I like it. Burke says to Bill, I would agree, except X-Men 97 season 1 and 2 is straight from the comics of the time and really good. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Those were, I think, exceptions to the rule. Let's see, Bill said, I said in general. Yeah, true. Burke says, oh, I know, and I agree. Anthony says, Marvel ran its course. I feel they should just do animated movies and use the actors' voices. That way no one shows their age at this point. Oof, yeah. He says, Shuri became the Black Panther in the comics, and Z? I don't know. And I think they are running with that. See, I thought they were... I've heard rumors that they were interested in recasting Black Panther. And the name that I heard the most was the kid from that movie with Brad Pitt, F1. Something Idris. Michael Idris? I think his name is. Yeah. He was great in that movie F1. The F1 movie was superb. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. But anyway, he was really good in that. And from what I've kind of heard, his name has been tossed around a lot, which would be awesome, I think. Andrew says apparently in Illinois, counties in general don't have a building code, U.S. international and local municipality codes only, and since we live outside of city limits, county rule applies. Holy shit, that's insane. Damson Idris. Yeah, I knew his last name was Idris. Thank you, Blaze. I appreciate you, buddy. Bill says if you have seen any of the X-Men anime series, you're kind of missing out. Yes, the Wolverine little one shot in the X-Men, yeah, those were pretty freaking good. Um, Burke says Chadwick Puller Raul Julia played one of the best roles while suffering, and it is sad it was his last. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Todd says Spider-Man comes out next Friday. Damn. That came out like hardly any marketing for that I've seen. Andrew says I love the new F4. Yeah. He says, I thought F4 was good. Yeah, yeah. Says to Bill, dang, right. Blaze says, yes, the Holy Trinity, billionaire, playboy, handsome, blonde guy, and the old-fashioned virtuous hero. But yeah, they are, though, you know. Anthony says, it's nothing about who is playing the parts in Fantastic Four. I just hate the team and the comic. Oh, I gotcha. So I have no use for them in a Marvel movie. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way, honestly. I was never a big fan of Fantastic Four, and always thought that Fantastic Four as a concept was kind of like, you know. So I get where you're coming from, but I also have to acknowledge that they have played a huge part in Marvel's history. So to exclude them would be sacrilegious in a lot of people's eyes. So you take the good with the bad, I guess, right? Bill says, I think F4 turned people off with the female Silver Surfer. I thought she was pretty decent. Marsden, yeah. What's his first name? I forget. Richard Marsden, I think? Something like that. Todd says, I wonder if Wolverine will be in it. I think? I hope. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Anthony says, Bill, it was just not needed at all. It was a filler movie. Yeah. My favorite comic character was always Cyclops. Man, dude went through some shit. Let's see. Andrew says, I wouldn't mind seeing Wolverine and Deadpool in the new Avengers movie, but I don't think they'd shine their best among everyone else. I've heard rumors of Ryan Reynolds wanting to do a Deadpool 4. I don't know if that's going to be something or not, but we'll see, I guess, right? We'll see. Bill says, I haven't seen the latest Fantastic Four. I was going to wait till it hit streaming because I was not thrilled about it. I got you. Todd says, Lanterns is coming to HBO next month. Yeah. I'm kind of excited to see what they do with that. We'll see. We'll see. Bill says, Tim, which was better, Smallville or Gifted? I never saw either one. So I don't know. Sorry, Bill. Let's see. Burke says, I like the F4 movie. It wasn't bad. And the whole Galactus thing was great. Good job on that. Yes. I think Galactus, fit pretty... His whole vibe was pretty decent. It was... I hope they bring Galactus back because he's much of a bigger threat than what they portrayed him to be. So I hope that's not just a one-shot with Galactus, you know? That's my only worry. Todd says Christopher Reeve and Michael Keaton DC was good. Yeah, that was good. That was before the DC universe, though, you know what I mean? So, Andrew says, I just wish that they did a better job with Superman, Red Son, and Injustice. I thought those were good, though. Such a bad interpretation of the comics and games. I enjoyed both of those. Injustice was like, it was kind of okay. Red Son, I thought was decent. Mind you, I'm not a stickler for the comic continuity or anything like that, but I just enjoyed it. Burke says, Keaton makes a great Batman. Loved him recently coming back as Batman 2. Yeah, and that terrible Flash movie. Bleh. Todd says, yeah, Swamp Thing should have had a few seasons. That was so good. So good. Anthony says, all DC is on HBO Max. Yeah, that's what I thought now that they bought out DC. See, I thought that. I wasn't 100% sure, though. Bill says, I tried to think of two shows that were running at the same time. It was either that or Flash and Inhumans. Oh, shit, yeah, Flash hands down. Inhumans were dog shit. Oh my God, that was terrible. That was absolute dog shit. Let's see. Todd says, yeah, same to Burke, but hated when they killed him off. Yeah, that was kind of a shitter, right? But I did love the George Clooney nod at the end. I did love that. Burke says, well, they brought back X-Men animated. Come on now, animated series. Fuck's sakes, and continues. Doing Age of Apocalypse now, and well, there's a moment at the end of season 1 that's never ever been on film, but huge for Wolverine's character. Yeah, his sister had the shot something in the new trailer. I'm not sure what you meant there, Anthony. I'm sorry. They are casting a new Black Panther for the reboot. Yeah, see, that's what I heard. Also, there was a white guy Black Panther at one point in the comics also. Wasn't that Bucky as the Winter Soldier? I thought he took over the mantle of Black Panther at one point. Or am I thinking of something different? I think I'm thinking of something different. Never mind. Yeah, Blaze, there you go. Tim, you're thinking of Damson Idris. Yeah, he was so good in F1. Todd says, I know Secret Wars is going to be a huge cast because it's supposed to be in 2 parts. Yeah, I mean, it's basically like Avengers, like Endgame and all that. It was in 2 parts. Chadwick did really good in the Jackie Robinson movie as well. Oh, fuck yeah. He was great in that. Don't forget our Captain America was also Johnny America's ass, right? They have a new Captain America in the comics that I've seen. And mind you, I don't read comics. I just watch some of the video updates and stuff like that. But I forget the dude's name, but he was like Desert Storm veteran and shit like that or something. And just absolute badass. And he got like crazy superpowers and stuff from what I saw. Could be interesting, but probably never going to happen. Andrew says, you know what I want to see for the next Tony Stark? Not RDJ. RDJ's neat haircut and goatee. Long-haired Tony with a mustache from the mid-90s cartoon. Oh, God, no. No. Oh, man. Let's see. The Beyonder Onslaught, one of the biggest moments in Marvel history. Yeah. Ken says, are you going to the Plamo exhibition in Alabama? No, Ken, unfortunately, I can't make that. I am, unfortunately, currently unemployed, so I can't afford a lot of different things, but, I will be moving down to be with Renee, hopefully sooner than later. So I am going to be visiting her this coming weekend, so, obviously stream note for everybody. I'm not going to be on Friday. It'll just be today, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. No Friday stream, so make note of that. Yeah, we're going to talk about timeline for the move and everything like that. So, we'll see kind of where that goes. But yeah, unfortunately, my travel plans and everything are not possible. I live in Maryland, so pretty far away. So while I would love to, don't get me wrong, it looks like a good time. Yeah, it's just not in the cards this year, unfortunately. So maybe next year. Andrew says the Galactus we got in the new Fantastic Four was excellent compared to what we supposedly got in Rise of the Silver Surfer. Well, yeah. That was just a cloud, right? James Marsden. Daniel, thank you, buddy. Yes, you were right. I don't know why I said Richard. Did I say Richard Marsden? Yeah, probably James Marsden. Sorry. Thank you. With the assist. Andrew says, the biggest issue I had with Injustice is that they killed off the Flash when he survived in the comics. Yeah. Burke says, yeah, and the Heralds of Galactus did change often. Gender did not matter. Yeah. I didn't mind the female Silver Surfer. I thought she did a great job. So, yeah, I was okay with it. James Marsden, that's Cyclops. Yeah, there we go. Ultraman Dyna, Mr. Luis. He says, hey everyone, I made it late, but I'm here. And that's all that matters, Luis. Welcome, buddy. Good to see you. Burke says, this is why I say bullshit, because we are just bullshitting. And sometimes you just have streams like that where we just bullshit, you know? Burke says, hey to Luis. Blaze the white guy, Black Panther, is Katema, T'Challa's adopted son, and he has blonde hair. But it was also an alternative future. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm not huge follower of the comics. I just, like I said, I just kind of watch like videos that people do like summaries of and stuff like that. I just don't have time or the money to read comics. Anthony says, okay, everyone, I'm off to bed. It's late and I'll have a long day tomorrow, so I will catch everyone later. Anthony, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Give our best to your dad, yeah? Let's see. Andrew says, before I forget, I have my PT evaluation tomorrow evening. Got to get evaluated by a therapist before the insurance approves it. That sucks. I have to jump through hoops for that shit, right? Bill says, I'm just glad that... He says, I am just glad that after the reboot, the characters are all supposed to be more like the main Marvel characters rather than loosely based off the Ultimates universe. Let's hope, right? Andrew says it's too bad we won't see two teams of X-Men and Fantastic Four in the new Avengers movie from their reboots. Yeah. Yeah, Blaze says, good luck to Andrew. Had mine today. Nice. Hopefully that went well. Bill says, I mean, James Marsden was one of the guys in both universes since he was Lois's husband in Superman Returns. What? You're right, I forgot about that. Holy shit. Damn, Bill, that's a deep cut, man. Holy shit. Oh my God. Damn. That is a deep cut. Daniel says, there is an issue of what if that the Hulk becomes the Herald of Galactus. I think I remember that from back in the day. Louis says, by the way, I'm going on my trip to Japan this Thursday. Sweet. And we'll be coming back mid next month. Holy crap, dude. I'm going to take my build-off Goof Custom with me and going to be posting pictures of on my IG and X accounts. Nice, dude. Hell yeah. He says, I'm finally going to show it off even though Tim has already seen it. Yeah, well, it needs to be seen. Blaze says, all right, a Blaze question of the day. Who is, I guess, one of the actors to play both a DC and Marvel superhero live action? I mean, Ryan Reynolds. I think that's an easy one, right? Oh, wait. One of. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, Ryan Reynolds is, I think it's an absolute easy gimme. I don't know about after that, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, Andrew says, enjoy the trip. Hell yeah. It will be my 11th trip to Japan. Talk about jealousy. My God. Fuck, that's awesome. All right, so I know Todd has been waiting. He sent a link, a YouTube link here. What is this that we're looking at here?
Got a pile of
Mr.
clothes
Todd.
you never wear anymore?
Oh,
Turn them into cash.
turn that ad down. Skip it. What do we got? Oh, gods. Zack Snyder and Frank Miller post video morphing The Dark Knight Returns into live action. Oh, Jesus. All right, I'm going to have to watch. I'll have to take a look at that later. Oh, shit. That's funny. That's funny. Let's see. Blaze says, yeah, he is the only actor to do it as far as I know, right? Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel? Really? Black Adam in Groot? No, Rock was Black Adam. Yeah, not Black Adam. Yeah. Yeah, Black Adam was the Rock, yeah. Yeah. Can you smell? La, 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 la. Yeah, that was the Rock. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? Ooh, Daniel. That's a deep cut. Michael Keaton. Batman and Vulture. Good. Good. Good call. That's a pull right there, man. That is a pull. Nice. Holy crap, dude. All right. So, kids, maybe we do a little work tonight. What do you think? Let's go camera 2. Now that we're finally caught up with the chat, hour and a half later, let's try to get some work done here just real quick, yeah? All right. So we got our little boosters here, right? And last time we were together, we started to plate this, and on Friday night, that's all we got done. That's it. That's all we got done. So we're gonna try to get a little bit more done tonight. Try. All right. So let's get this guy off of here first. Let's get the big old 3mm chisel, because I need to clean up some of the glue squeeze out, and because if I don't, it's gonna mess things up for us here. I'm gonna use the hobby knife for that. So chisel discipline, put that off to the side. Actually, what I'm gonna do, very, very good use right here for the chisel blade. Boom, right there. So now we got a nice, even, straight, level, all of that. Very, very nice. And then get this little bit here too on the arm. There we go. All right, coolio. So now let's start to plate some things here, yeah? Now, I have a very, very wide variety of thicknesses here, but we need to find the right one. And that is not it. I think I actually used all my 6.3, so I'm just going to get a new one out here just to be on the safe side. 4863, here we go. God, I hope I have another package of that. 4863. Yeah, I have a whole brand new unopened package of this, because this is, I think I only have maybe 2 strips in here, or just 1 strip, and that's it. Well, there we go. All right, so that one's done. All right, so we got our 6.3 by 1mm here. And this is, yeah, that's going to be really, really good. That's going to fill in very nicely there. Let me take a look and see what 3/4 looks like. Is it any better? That actually might be better. 'Cause I'm looking at like how even from our the plate that we put down, how even is it to the surface here, right? It's a little under, but which is better? That's a little over. But see, that's even with the point here. I'm gonna go with the full millimeter here. All right, so I think we still have this locked in to the length. Looks like it. Let's see. Well, the length that we needed before that we slid underneath, yeah, but that's not what we need now. All right, let's do some measurements. Let's recut this. Let's see what's what here. So from that edge, we're looking at 13 millimeters. 13 millimeters. 13 mil. Remember that, kids. 13 millimeters. Okay. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Right there on the money. Let's try that one. Woo! That almost got me. That got me a little bit. That got me a little bit, but it didn't get me. It didn't get me much. Man. That almost got me. Oh, look, it nicked me. It nicked me a little bit, but it's not deep. I'm not worried about it. Jeez. Just trying to build, man. You get bit. All right. That's pretty good. We need to angle the front edge a little. Yeah, it's much cleaner. Very good. Basically what we're doing right now is just trying to build up a base that we can really kind of work with here. While I wipe the blood off my damn fingers. Christ's sakes. Anyway, yeah, see that fits really, really clean right there. Okay, let's go with that. Let's go with that. So, again, for this, we're just gonna work fast. We're just gonna lay down a little super glue, just like that. Here's my little spreader. There you are. Okay, cool deal. So now, pop that guy right there. And any little gaps or anything like that will obviously be filled in with super glue and everything. That's why I love it so much. Very good. Very, very good. All right, cool. So while we're at it, before I forget, let me cut the corresponding strip for that. Try not to cut myself again. All right, we're gonna put that off to the back so we can save that for later. All right. So what time is it? 11:38. Very good. Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, now let's there we go. All right, good deal. All right, so now that's all nicely trimmed. Now we're going to fine-tune this. this. That should be good. Let me double check here. I think we need to take a little bit more off. It's a little hairline gap right in here that is annoying. There we go. It's not quite there. That should be it. That should be it. That. Boom. Perfect. Sweet. All right. So we're building up our base here, right? We're building up our base. This is not pretty. Well, it's pretty ugly for right now. But we're building this up. We're working to the point where we can glue this on and just have a solid piece, and then we can kind of just work from there and just blend all of this in really, really nicely. So that's a good start at this point. Now, one thing that I am going to do is I'm going to trim this down a little bit to match the plate length underneath of it, because it is a bit proud of that at this point. Who's messaging me? Oh, Justin. There we go. Mr. Justinius Builds messaged me. Is he in the chat? He's not in the chat, is he? No, I guess not. It would have been fun. All right, there we go. That's nice and even. Perfect. Let's see what Justin wanted. Yes, he sent me a picture of what looks to be an SD kit that has Mecha Decals on it. Here, let me show you guys real quick. So that's what Justin sent me. Mr. Justinius Builds, for those of you that don't know. That's the picture that he just sent. So that's cool. Nice. And Andrew sent an attach. Holy shit! Look at this. Okay. Andrew sent. What are we doing? Come on. Hammurabi. Oh shit! Look at this Hammurabi. That's wild. It's got like the two. It's got like Jesus. Anyway, but that's pretty damn cool. Look at that with the what is that? I guess like World War II fighter. I guess like maybe like a Mustang or something like that. I don't know. But that's awesome looking. Holy shit, dude. Good call, Andrew. Nice find. Let's see. Justin said, thought I lost a piece. Ruined my whole motivation for about a week. I don't know what happened, but I didn't lose it. Back on track. Hell yeah, let's go. Oh shit, he's like my brother from another mother, man. Love me some Justin, man. That's my guy. Oh, he sent me more. I'll get to him in a minute. All right, let's see. Let's go back. Where do we go? Ben Affleck, Daredevil, and Batman. Yeah. Good call. Yeah, I forgot he played Daredevil. Well, it's a forgettable movie, right? Yeah, Andrew says, I think most everyone forgot about it. Right. Colin Farrell. Always stood out as Bullseye in that movie. But then Colin Farrell plays the Penguin, so that's another one. So there you go. Let's see. Ultraman Dyna, Mr. Luis. He has a question. He says, Tim, what is the magnification on your visor? Also, what is the best way to clean resin parts before painting? This, I don't know what the magnification on this, but this is plate 10, which I think is the highest. But it's pretty damn strong. If you look at just the thickness of the glass in there, those are like insanely thick, right? So yeah. I don't know what the magnification is, but it's plate 10. I'm sure you can probably look it up, but I don't know what the magnification is. Sorry, Luis. Let's see. Todd says, I hated the Shazam movies. Yeah, I didn't like the Shazam movies either, or Black Adam for that matter. All of them were just kind of doo-doo. Bill says, I can think of numerous people in both, but not superheroes like Christian Bale. Fuck, yeah, you're right. Damn, there were a lot of crossover. And Tom Hardy? Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Black Adam was better. Was it, though? I liked the first Shazam movie, Bill says. It's alright. It's alright. Blaze says, Bill, that's why I said as superheroes. Yeah. Andrew says, I liked it as well. I have the second movie, but I haven't watched it yet. They should have made Shazam vs. Black Adam. Yeah, right? Missed opportunity there, Todd. Todd says, Tim. Blaze says, I liked the grown actor in it. Not allowed to chop off your fingers. Yeah, well, it happens. It happens. Let's see. Burke says, yeah, daily PSA. Check your panels. There you go. Gunpla work safe days counter. Oh, shit. Todd says, I think he needs Iron Man gloves. Yeah, right. Andrew says, I got a ceramic scraper blades today. They are neat and seem to be safer than using my Alpha blades to remove nubs. Yeah, especially, for scraping and everything. Absolutely. Blaze says, tomorrow's question of the day will be, when was the last time you checked your breaker panel? Oh, shit, man. Good stuff. Let's see. Blaze says, I gotta make it funny. Nothing else can do. Yeah. Todd says, I'm still waiting for my Olfa knife to come in. Nice. Blaze says, ain't that the truth? Remember, kids, cut the plastic nubs, not the nubs on your hands. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate you, buddy. Let's see. Burke says, Olfa knife. That is accurate spelling. Hey-oh. Blaze says, at least all the letters are there. You mean, remember, kids, safety first? Olaf knife. Do you store that in your freezer? Oh, shit. Almanacs, Mr. Pete. He says, morning, model citizens. Pete, how are you, sir? Let's see. Burke says, to be fair, half of my letters are missing 100% all of the time. Nice. Andrew says, wait, I thought it was safety last, like checking a main line to a breaker while the meter is still engaged. Jesus Christ. Wasn't a dig at you, Burke, but the landlord. There you go. Insert Flay singing Let It Go here, right? Daniel says Nicolas Cage. Oh, Ghost Rider, and he did show up in the Flash movie as Superman for a few seconds. Yeah, that's fair. And he's also Spider-Man Noir on that Amazon, and I've only heard really good things about it. I have to check it out. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard good things. So we'll see. Burke says, "Oh, I do not take offense or digs. I cannot read them correctly in the first place." So yeah, shit. Blaze says, "Andrew, that's just natural selection being denied at the moment." Oh. Andrew says, "We need a new Ghost Rider in the MCU since we last had the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D." And see, that was a kick-ass Ghost Rider. That was awesome. That was my favorite Ghost Rider ever. Bill says they're bringing Robbie Reyes back as Ghost Rider for Midnight Suns. Nice, I hope. Right on. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was cool. It was alright. It's alright. Andrew says, I still need to watch the last 2 seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It was in my dark period where my sister was deleting all of the recordings that weren't hers off a DVR. Damn. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you missed much. It kind of went... So, yeah. Pete's got a question.
We have a question.
He says, do you decide modifications at part level, or are you modifying parts to achieve a vision of the finished model? A bit of both, really, because what I do when I start a build, usually, is I kind of have a vision in mind, more of kind of like a loose silhouette kind of vision, right? And then, as I'm building, ideas obviously start to develop more and more and more. So then I will kind of run in those different trajectories, for different parts and things like that. For instance, like perfect example, the gun, right? I had really little intention of giving this thing a gun because, it had the clay bazooka and all yada, yada, yada. But then I found the Aura gun plastic version, and I was just like, yo, that's cool. But then I got it and I started to work on it, and I'm like, this thing's a piece of shit. So maybe I should do my own. And then bada boom, bada bing, right? So, yeah, I mean, I kind of go back and forth. I do sometimes go off into tangents of, building directions and things like that. But it always, I always have that kind of overarching silhouette in mind to achieve. So, yeah, it's very much, you have an idea, but then you kind of, almost like vibe coding, you kind of like vibe build, if you will. Yeah, that's kind of just my methodology. So, yeah, good question, Pete. Good question. Let's see. Blaze says, that was rude of her. Yeah, and to Andrew, sister deleting everything off. Yeah, the age of my sister, the dark times for RF Aurora Metaverse, right? Todd says, well, I'm off to bed. Tired. Did 8,000 steps today from what my smartwatch told me. Hope everyone has a good night. Todd, take care, buddy. Take care, man. Louis says thanks. Let's see. Bill says plate 10 is a 3.5 magnification at 4 inches. Damn. Yeah, it's serious. It's serious. Andrew J.K. Simmons as Commissioner Gordon and J. Jonah Jameson. There you go. There's another one. And then Bill has the link for, I guess, that plate. He says, there it is. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate you, buddy. Spider-Man Noir is great. I haven't seen it. I have to watch it. I've heard only good things. So, yeah. Andrew says, Josh Brolin, Thanos, and Jonah Hex. Fuck. Halle Berry, Storm, and Catwoman. Yeah. Tommy Lee Jones, Michelle Pfeiffer, Taika Waititi, Zachary Levi. Zachary Levi? What was Zachary Levi in Marvel? Oh, he was one of the Thor's dudes. Yeah, I remember that now. He was only in the first Thor movie, and then he got recast after that. Yeah. Oh, shit, I remember that now. I'll be darned. Huh. And Tommy Lee Jones, he was the general in Captain America First Avenger, and obviously Two-Face. Michelle Pfeiffer. Oh, she was Hank Pym's wife. Yeah, in Marvel. And obviously Catwoman. Yeah. Huh. I'll be damned. I didn't know there were that many. Andrew says, apparently Lawrence Fishburne was supposedly in both universes as well. He did the voice of the Silver Surfer in Rise of the... Yeah. He was the first one there. And then he was Perry, what's his name? In one of the Henry Cavill Superman movies. Yeah. They were so good. He was so good. Michael Fassbender. Michael Fassbender? What was he in DC? I mean, obviously he was Magneto, but what was he in DC? Racking my brain at that one. Perry White. Thank you, Bill. Yeah. There we go. Burke says, speaking of Silver Surfer, Doug Jones also has been both. Oh, Doug Jones is so good. So fucking good. He was in Jonah Hex? Oh, shit. It's been like forever since I watched that movie. It wasn't great. Wait, wasn't the guy who played Toad in both? He played Darth Maul. I forget what the dude's name. But yeah, he played Darth Maul in the first Star Wars movie. Yeah. I don't know who he played in DC. Unless he... Yeah, Ray Park, yeah. Who did he play in DC? Ned Beatty was in the OG Superman movies and in Captain America. He was in Captain America? I don't remember that. Huh. Yeah, Ray Park, yeah. Who was he? Who did Ray Park play in DC? Somebody look that up. Because I remember he played Toad. Yeah, he played Toad in the X-Men movies. Yeah, Daniel said he also played Snake Eyes in the first the first live-action G.I. Joe movies. The Snake Eyes movie was actually fucking dope. I actually really enjoyed it. And the dude who played Snake Eyes in that, I thought did a really good job. That guy was also in The Gentleman, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah, he played a character named Dry Eyes. It was so good. Pete says, have we mentioned Ryan Reynolds? Yeah, that was actually the first one that I mentioned right out of the gate. Yeah, Green Lantern, Deadpool, yeah. Nope, he wasn't. Okay, I was going to say, Ray Park, I don't remember Ray Park ever being in a DC movie. Unless he was masked or something like that, you know? Burke says, wouldn't Peter Cullen and also technically Hugo Weaving as well? What was Hugo Weaving in DC? Huh. Michael Keaton. Yeah, we got Michael Keaton. I don't remember Hugo Weaving in DC, in a DC property. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Anyway, all right, well, there we go. That's what we got done. Fucking nighttime streams, man. Killing me here. Fucking killing me. I don't get any work done on these nighttime streams at all because we just chat. But still, I'm good with it. May have to limit my my chat interaction with the nighttime streams at some point. Idris Elba. Idris Elba played Heimdall. What did he play in DC? Oh, he was Deadshot. Deadshot? No. Deadshot was Will Smith. What was his character's name in? Because he was in the Suicide Squad sequel. Oh shit! What was his character's name? I can't think of it. Bloodshot. Thank you, Andrew. There it is. I knew it was some weird thing, weird name. He was in The Losers. Oh, that was a great movie. I'll pull that out every now and then and watch it. That was such a great movie. Burke says, technically V for Vendetta was DC. Technically, yeah. Bill says, I was thinking of Andy Serkis, Gollum, Claw from Black Panther, and Alfred in The Batman. Yeah, that's another one. Edwin says, work? What work? We are here waiting for the main show, the Pla Whipping. Oh, you missed some of it, Edwin. Yeah, you missed some of it. Because I hit Burke, Drunken Barbarian Workshop, a little earlier because he made a fucked up joke. Ooh, yeah, Bloodshot. Wait a minute. No, never mind. But yeah, I'm thinking Bloodshot, the movie, not the character, because we had mentioned Vin Diesel, but I don't think Bloodshot was a DC property, was it? I don't know. Was that Vertigo? I don't know. But let's see. Swanky says, gotta get going. Hope everyone has a wonderful night. Swanky, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, bud. Burke says, panel lining. Idris Elba was also Duncan in He-Man, which is a DC title. Is it DC? Huh, I didn't know that. Let's see. And V for Vendetta movie was published and owned by DC. There you go. Bloodshot with Vin Diesel is a Valiant Comics property. Okay, thank you, Andrew. Yeah, Bloodshot was Valiant. Okay, I knew it started with a V. Yeah, I had to think twice. So I was like, wait a minute, was that DC? I was like, no, I don't think that was DC. I don't think that was DC. So, Tim Robbins? Tim Robbins? What did Tim Robbins play? Huh. Shit, I'm drawing a blank. What? Somebody tell me what Tim Robbins played in both properties, because I just cannot remember. Derry's back. Hey, I'm back for a little bit. Stomach is doing better, but my knee hurts like hell. Jeez. Oh man. Andrew says, later I'll make sure to get your Shrike Team coffin shirts Wednesday. Jeez, Andrew, killing me. Pete says he was in Green Lantern and Howard the Duck. Holy shit. Howard the Duck. Technically, that's a Marvel property, yeah. Damn. Damn, Derry, you can't win tonight. Yeah, for real, right? Edwin says, saw Burke whipping earlier. I just came back home and reopened the stream. There you go. Hey, Derry, glad you're back feeling better. There we go. I can't catch a fucking break with my health. Aw. Burke says, power of the Mecha Army, new types is in full effect. Yeah, for real, right? Question, will the Wednesday shop update be available in stickers? Yes. Yes, always. Stickers are evidently a big seller. So yes, stickers will be available for all designs. Yes, 100%, Julius, 100%. And that's a question, so I know it's late, but whatever. Get it out of the way. Daniel says, I think his character was Bloodshot in Suicide Squad 2. Yeah. Damn. Good shit. All right, kids. That's where we're gonna punch the clock for tonight. I gotta go make dinner. I haven't eaten yet. I haven't eaten dinner. I snacked, but yeah. Anywho. All right. With that being said, I'll be back here tomorrow during the day to continue work on this. So come on back for that. Yeah? Now, a few things. Hang on one second. Let me see something here. Oh, Mike, I screwed up my scribe line design. Aw. Well, Mikey, fill it in with super glue. You can do it. You can do it. I got faith in you, buddy. You got this. Derry says, hey, I have a request for a build for you. You should recreate the McCuve goof. Oh, man, McCuve was never one of my favorites. It's too fancy and everything. I don't know. And it's not really my style because of the fanciness. I like more of the gritty, grimy grunt style as, you know, as opposed to that. Yeah. Ooh, Parker Posey. Great actress. Yeah. Wow. Shit. Huh. Yeah, Burke says I want to see his Charles Zagok. At some point you will. Because it's right up here above me, and I look at it every day. And I'm like, man, I gotta build that. That's so cool. Anyway, all right, kids, we're really gonna punch the clock and wrap it up for tonight. So yeah, go do some shopping. Shop.childofmecha.com. There will be a new drop on Wednesday. Got some really cool stuff. 4 new unit insignias and things like that. We got all the Mecha Decal insignias coming back. Shirts, hoodies, stickers, like Julius had mentioned. So yeah, all that is coming up Wednesday, right around this time. So be on the lookout for that. And then also too, go get you some. I forgot to play that at the beginning, so thank you for being here. And also, too, for the members, go check out the super secret, top secret project that I posted earlier today on the YouTube Shorts and all that. It's pretty cool. I'm kind of excited about it. But, obviously it'll be revealed to the masses if this thing works out. But in the meantime, go take a look at it. So, all right, kids. With that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Come on back and hang out with us if you can. Aside from that, be safe, build something cool. Stay tuned for the end credits. I'll see you guys.